happened at recess, and so I had let the children go out to recess. My classroom had a door directly out to the playground, and I had gone out of the room, and when I came back, I heard firecrackers, and what I thought sounded like firecrackers, and then silence, really, and so I opened the door, and I still really didn't know exactly what had happened, and I don't remember how I figured it out, except that I saw children running to get in. And then I looked down outside, and there was this little body just kind of hunched over on the ground, and that was the little girl who was in my class who was killed. And I guess she had walked over somehow and just collapsed by the door. And so, you know, then of course she realized that something horrible happened. So I brought the children in, and I had no idea how many people were doing this or where they were. And so I got all the class in and moved them into the hall. For some reason, I decided that was the safest place. I decided I didn't want them to stay in the classroom. We just stayed in the hallway, and eventually I took them into a teacher's room still we didn't really, nobody in that end of the school knew exactly what had happened, if this person or people were still out there or what. It took, you know, a while till they told us that the man had killed himself, and there was only one man, Thuy Tran. Well, she was just a sweet little girl. She had two older sisters who were, one in second grade and one a little older. I don't remember how old. And they, in fact, that's what I was, when I was out of the classroom, I was talking to her about a book order, and she was in her sister's classroom, and just kind of went out on the playground at the last minute because we were discussing this book order. I think adrenaline something takes over, because you just make these decisions like, you know, you don't have time to think it over. You just kind of act, and you don't have the whole picture. It was much worse, if that's possible, to come home and look at it over and over again on television.